Hello everyone and welcome to Chateau de Montmartin. Today I'm gonna, it's a very difficult story. I'm gonna talk about the Ukrainian war and how I did help an Ukrainian family, some refugee actually, 4 people, 4 Ukrainian refugees, spending a night in my chateau. So let's start the story by the beginning. Friday evening, I'm driving to my chateau from work. I was at the gas station and filling up my tank. Next to me was a car that I was surprised by the plate. It was written UA. And I thought, wow, that's weird. The United Arab Emirates. It's funny to have some tourism here. And then seconds later, I realized, no, I'm completely stupid. This would be UAE. Actually, it was UA, so that's Ukrainian. And I was filling up my tank, and the guy came to me. So about my age, early 30s. He came to me and asked if I could, because his credit card was not working. We were exchanging in English, that was easy. If I could fill up some fuel in his tank, in exchange of some cash. I said, yes, no problem, let me just finish with mine, and then I put my card again into the machine. You wanted to give me 30 euro, and then I put you 30 euro of fuel in your tank, no problem at all. And when doing that, I was discussing with him. I said, you're really coming from Ukraine, am I correct? And he said, yes, and I'm not alone, I'm here with my family. And I looked into the car, I looked into the windows, and I saw his wife, and I saw 2 young daughters. One is about 4, the other is about 6 years old, something like this, or maybe 3 and 5, something like that. And I was wondering, what the heck are they doing there? Are they just refugee from Ukraine? And of course they said yes. They said that their whole family has been spread apart in France, in different cities, and that at one point they were just leaving Ukraine because their own flat has been completely destroyed. There was no insurance, nothing. All the money is gone. Only thing that was remaining was this car, the family, and a hope to be a refugee in one public refugee center in France near Lyon. Lyon is a big city in France that is about 3 hours driving from my chateau. And at this moment, I was close to be devastated. I was extremely sad because I realized that the family I had in front of me had nothing anymore. Everything they had was sitting in their stupid trunk, that there were these 2 young little girls that had escaped from war. I'm actually already a bit, I'm still sad about what I lived, what I experienced. And then there was no question for me. I said, man, listen, you have driven, he told me, they were driving for 3 days. So I said, you must be completely exhausted. And of course he said yes. And I said, listen, I've got a house. I didn't want to say chateau because I don't know if the guy thought I would be lying to what I own. You know, I don't know. In France, there is this culture of never showing exactly what you have. Always be a bit, I cannot explain. Just a French culture of never saying what you own. And I said, I have got this old house that I'm restoring. It's comfortable. I have a bedroom for you. I understand that you need to be in this refugee camp tomorrow because you need to meet your family. I mean, the remaining part of their family. So I said, follow me, follow my car. You just need to drive about 5 minutes and then we will be in my place. We're gonna cook together because I'm starving. Because I was driving back from work, having worked late, I was really starving. And I said, I do know that I have some sausages to be roasted in my fridge. And I say, we're gonna just share some sausages. No worries, I'm not gonna cook, my wife is not there. We're gonna do it extremely simple. I'm gonna open my fridge, roast whatever I have as a meat, find a vegetable in a bottle or whatever box I have, and then we're just gonna eat something together. And first they didn't want. I think they were maybe afraid I would be someone that would steal them or kill them, maybe. Actually, it was 10 p.m. We were in the middle of the night. I mean, it was full dark outside, and we just met at the fuel tank. And then after talking for 30 more seconds, they just realized I was a nice guy, that they wouldn't be armed and I wouldn't threat their two daughters, obviously. So they follow me, and this is where the nice moment arrives. They arrive at the chateau, following me, and then I could see the look of the little daughters when they arrive in the front of my garden, going out of their car and just seeing this incredibly big chateau looking so nice and peaceful. And the daughter immediately said to her daddy, "Daddy, am I a little princess?" At this point I almost cried. We went inside then and opened my fridge. I found the sausages that I was saving, found some bread. I roasted the sausages. We all just sit at my table and we started eating the sausages. It was super nice. And then because everyone was exhausted, we were just chit-chatting a bit, but not for long. Like she told me she is or was a Greek teacher. And I said, hey, I did some Latin at school, but actually I never did any Greek. And she said, no, I'm not talking about ancient Greek, I'm talking about modern Greek. And then I realized, yeah, of course, Ukraine is not too far from Greece. And then he said he's basically working in IT, kind of a programmer, I would say. And discussing a bit about their life, I was extremely shocked that because their apartment, the whole building was destroyed, and that it was not common to have insurance apparently in this country, that they lost everything. They lost the 10 years of savings, of hard working that they did to pay for this apartment. And now they have nothing left. The whole flat is gone, and the money also, because insurance will never pay. They don't have any insurance. That was for the sad moment. Then we went to the bedroom. I opened them the biggest bedroom I have. I have one kind of comfy with some electrical beds. Then it's only one big double bed, so I have added 2 mattresses that I have in another room. I've put them on the floor. That was for the daughters. And then I went sleeping in my bedroom. Everyone slept. Following day, in the morning, we had breakfast together, and then I gave them a little historic tour, guided tour of my chateau, explaining how it is. We had a very nice sun. Actually, they loved it. I showed them the alley of linden trees. I showed them my medieval caves, my incredible panoramic terrace, panoramic view on the valleys. And they loved it. And this was a very, very nice moment. And I'm sharing with you now the picture that we took together, and that proves that my entire story is true, of course. And it was about 11 a.m. when we were done with the guided tour. And at one point they told me, I proposed them to stay for lunch if they wanted, and they said that no, now they have to go, because during the afternoon they have to meet their families, where they were still in contact with mobile phones, and they will meet their families during the afternoon. And so after a very nice and emotional goodbye, they took their car. I quickly had a glance at the trunk when they opened it. It was full of everything. I cannot even describe the huge, not even mess. Everything was packed so nicely, but the quantity of things that they had put in their trunk was totally crazy. You could see that their whole life was sitting in this trunk. And emotional goodbye, and then they left. They left. I saw their car leaving my chateau, waved with a little hand, said that we will continue talking together with Facebook, which is what we did. And we are still in discussion on Facebook. I'm super happy because they have met their family members. They have found a temporary flat in France near Lyon. And I'm glad that they will now try, because this is not a given, they will try to restart a new life. So big thumbs up to you guys. It was really cool to have you doing one night in my chateau. Come back whenever you want. Bye bye.